Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some new updates inside of the total market cap, as well as taking a look at Bitcoin and some of the best performing altcoins and seeing exactly where we're headed next. A lot of people are expecting that we're going to have more downside. I personally think that we're going to be bullish and breaking out and heading into price discovery, which is why I've got some important charts to share with you guys that are going to perfectly explain my long-term thoughts and why everything that we're seeing right now is actually insanely bullish. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the fastest growing and the very best Discord community in crypto. Over 18,000 members and growing so fast. If you guys want to congregate with the rest of my community, all you guys got to do to join the Discord is to click inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my server. On the Discord, I also offer my video course and Signal. So if you guys ever want to copy my entire portfolio, follow every single one of those trades that I take over this next cycle, then make sure you guys stay all the way to the end of this video, because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. One final thought before we jump into the video, guys, is to make sure to download my free ebook. This is going to be for new guys getting into the market that just want to understand a little bit more of the ins and outs of trading and investing. I've made it free because I know it's going to help you guys out a lot, so make sure you guys download that. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at Bitcoin on the 3-day time frame. We're going to first talk about Bitcoin. We're going to look at the total market cap, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm seeing inside of the altcoins. Really guys, as it stands right now, we're just waiting to see when Bitcoin is going to stop this correction. One of the things that I just want to talk to you guys about that has really just been the customary in all of the cycles has been that we're going to see these types of pullbacks often, right? In the last cycle, or I should say the first cycle, this is what we always see. We get these little rises, and then we pull back, and this is pretty much what happens the entire way up. The first cycle was a little bit different in some ways, but this is what we're going to be expecting to see. Every time we rally up and go higher, we're going to have these pullbacks. We're going to see 30 to 40% dips, even bigger than that potentially. And we just have to be prepared for all of that. I don't really think that there's a big reason to be super shaken out. I think there's a lot more reason to be bullish, because you guys got to understand, we just had such an expansive move on the upside with virtually no pullback. This is now the first type of pullback that we're getting, and a lot of people are getting shaken out already. And I just remind you guys that from where we started, from the bottom of that move, was about 31.5%. That was a big correction, and that's pretty customary of every other correction that we saw along this entire trend in 2017. Is it possible that we could go lower? For sure, and that's always something that we should be aware of. However, what I was watching for when it comes to averaging into Bitcoin dips and just other cryptos in general is looking at that 30% threshold for Bitcoin. I would say anywhere between 30 to a 40% pullback is just an amazing opportunity to be buying. Because if you're getting a 30 to a 40% pullback inside of Bitcoin, you're getting a bigger correction inside of the altcoins. And so really, I think this entire thing that we saw inside of Bitcoin correcting was more reason to be taking profits, was more reason to be actually buying into these altcoins. Because the altcoins pulled back. The altcoins actually looked insanely bullish, and a lot of them were breaking out and then retesting higher time frame support. And that's why I think that really this correction has just been more higher highs and higher lows, as we're going to continue to break up further. We hit that 30% mark. 40% correction is going to be taking us down to about 25K. If we were to drop all the way to back down to about 20K, we'd be looking at about a 50% correction. And so for me, I was looking at 30% to start buying into alts. I bought some more alts. Now I'm just kind of looking to hold. We're going to have to watch and see what happens with Bitcoin. We're at a pretty important point here, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw this for you guys. This is our descending resistance that I'm personally watching for. This is kind of the resistance that's held us thus far. As it stands right now, we are getting a nice buyback from these lows. Right now, we're heading next to kind of come into contact with this resistance here at about 37 or 33,900. I want to see what happens here. If we get rejected here, then obviously I would be expecting that we're going to sell off and make another low. If we can get above this level here and hold, then that's going to be setting us up for an attempt to be breaking out of this resistance here. you know, we're going to watch and see what happens. You know, there's still some more consolidation that needs to be done. I think that the most important thing to understand here is just wait for this breakout of this descending resistance. And that descending resistance looks to be at about 37K. If we can get above that, you know, then that to me is going to be enough confirmation that we're going to be starting another big impulse. And so I'm going to be watching for that. Couple resistances, we got to make it above. But until then, you know, this trend is in a bearish trend. Let's see what happens off of the let's see what happens once we come in contact with about 39,000. Now, let's dive into the total market cap here, because the total market cap, in my opinion, looks a little bit more bullish than Bitcoin. And the reason for that is just because really all we've done thus far has been a couple bounces off of the all-time high. And so really, guys, what we're looking at right now in the total market cap of all cryptos, we just barely hit price discovery. So do I think it's likely that we're going to sell below this all-time high? To be honest, I don't. I think that support will hold right here, and then this will be taking us into new all-time highs. I'm going to kind of stick to that belief until, you know, this support becomes resistance. But, you know, this is kind of the thing that I've been watching out for, was the break of this all-time high. Because once we break this all-time high, any dip that we get back to the breakout point is a buy. You know, the all-time high was here. Any dip that we've gotten off of this level has gotten bought up really quickly. I don't think that we're going to be breaking below that level. And I personally just think that everything that's happening right now is just telltale signs of price discovery. What comes next should be a further buyback, and we should be going up even higher. And that's just kind of as it stands right now. The market structure to me looks more bullish than anything. 2 perfect attempts at or break below this level. Both attempts at hitting this level were bought up immediately. That's exactly what we want to see here. And so it looks to me like we could be forming a double bottom formation, which the target for this move would be the top of the resistance, which would be the all-time high, obviously. From here, you know, I would be expecting something like that. That's what I'm going to be watching out for. Yes, we could get rejected right here, and we could make another leg lower. If that happens, do I think that we'll have an extended correction? I'd say extended as far as where we're at right now, but I would say, you know, chances are we probably wouldn't be going too much lower. We'd end up just kind of peaking back in within this market structure of the previous cycle. But, you know, I don't think that that is going to mean that we're going to be coming all the way back down and having months and months of accumulation. These dips are going to get bought up quick. What we've already seen happening thus far, every time we get a dip, it pretty much gets bought up instantly. It is possible that we could go lower, but, you know, even if we do go lower, expect the same thing to happen with that dip. And so any dip we get is really just an opportunity. And I think that it's pretty obvious to tell what's taking place when we actually zoom out and look at coins like Chainlink, right? Because Chainlink itself has been making higher highs and higher lows. This is a very clear impulse right here. Impulse, 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 and then this was the correction coming after that impulse. And we can see that that dip has been pretty much just bought up instantly. You know, this was the correction back down. We kind of hit the support level, and then the dip has been nothing but impulsing after. And so what that tells me is there's obviously a lot of buyers that are stepping into the market right now. Bitcoin is a little bit uncertain, I would say. Bitcoin, to me, looks like it could still have a little bit more chop, a little bit more sideways action. The total market cap looks more bullish because it's just retesting the previous all-time high in price discovery. And so I think that's a lot more bullish than anything. But then when you look at some of the top leaders of the altcoins like Chainlink, Chainlink's already in price discovery, right? Chainlink's already broken its all-time highs. It's already flipped those all-time highs as support. And now we're just kind of starting that move into price discovery. And so when I look at Chainlink, I'm expecting that this thing's going to be going up a lot higher. And if Chainlink's going to be going up a lot higher, that means all of DeFi is going to be going up as well. And if DeFi is going up, you know, all of the Ethereum coins are going to be doing well, and just anything in general. Really, I think that DeFi is going to be a big catalyst of value inside of this market. Chainlink is going to be kind of the average of DeFi because it's Chainlink the reason why we have DeFi. And then, you know, ERC20 tokens and things being built under Ethereum are just going to be doing good because it's Ethereum, right? And so as it stands right now, I just think that there's a lot more reasons why we're going to be seeing further continuation, further price discovery. A lot of the alt BTC pairs actually held up very nicely with this correction. And so, you know, I'm not really too shaken out. I'm not really too worried about anything, even though we saw a dip. And, you know, dips can be short-term scary because you might lose some money. It really doesn't mean anything because everything that we're staring at right now in the charts is just pointing to us going into price discovery. So I just don't think that there's a big reason to be trying to trade in and out of the markets a whole lot right now. I think that the most profitable strategy is just going to be to simply buy and hold because this is the part of the cycle where we actually make all of the money. And we can see if we go back to the last cycle, you know, we went into price discovery right here. This was the point where we broke out of the all-time high, retested the all-time high as support, And then this is the move that came shortly after we went into price discovery, right? This was the majority of that entire parabolic cycle. And so where we're at today is the exact same point in time where we just broke out of the all-time high. And so what we should expect to see play out again is the most parabolic of the cycle, price discovery, right? And so just be aware of this. Understand every single coin out there for the most part is looking really bullish. And, you know, the total market cap's literally in price discovery. So more reasons to be bullish, no reasons to be bearish. If there's somebody telling you to be bearish, they're an idiot. You should just not listen to them at all because they're going to get screwed and they're going to screw you out of making a lot of money. So guys, as we wrap up this video, for the people that have waited this long, for the people that just simply want to understand how to follow every single one of these trades that I take, inside of my Discord, I have two different groups. I offer the video course, which is going to be the ability to follow my 20-part video series that's going to teach you guys technical analysis. So if you guys see what I'm doing on these charts, I'm drawing on them. I'm showing you guys what I do on YouTube every single day, and you want to learn those same skills, I'm actually going to teach them to you inside of that 20-part video series. And that's going to be all of the skills that I use to actually trade and use technical analysis, right? And so that's one option. On the contrary, I also offer the signals, and the signals are just going to be very straightforward. You copy every trade that I take. Inside of my Discord, you're going to get access to my entire long-term portfolio. Over 20 coins are posted on there, and these are my favorite long-term holds for the cycle. And you guys are also going to know exactly what percentages of my portfolio I've allocated to each one. So if you guys just want to be able to follow a guide of a model portfolio, I offer my own model portfolio inside of my Discord that you guys can copy. So if you guys want to follow all that exciting stuff, you know, you guys can sign up for my video course or signals. You know, you guys can purchase them together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first because that's going to be the most important thing here. Following what I do with my money, making this portfolio with me, and doing all of this stuff that I do with my money, that's going to be the way that you guys set yourself up to be the most profitable in this cycle. And so if you guys want to do all of that, you guys can actually sign up by clicking inside the description of this video. There you're going to find my website to actually sign up for the video course or the signals. You guys can purchase them together or separate. On the contrary to that, if you don't want to sign up for any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's linked in the description as well. This free ebook, you guys, it's full of a lot of exciting information that's really going to help you out a lot. Everything that I'm going to give you guys inside of that ebook is the skills that help me to becoming profitable from unprofitable. You know, there was about a 2-year learning curve for me, and once I kind of hit that 2-year threshold, that's when I started to be profitable. And everything I'm going to teach you guys inside of that ebook is really the most important skills that I feel like made the most difference towards me becoming profitable. So I'm going to give that to you guys for free in that ebook. You just got to go ahead and download that. Once again, you can also go ahead and sign up for my VIP stuff. And with all that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.